second day of MACE conference. 2 minutes, 10 minutes, but let's chat. Where comes your passion for aviation?
I was born to a father who was with the Royal Air Force at the time. So my early years at childhood was like being
Top
in
Gun.
Top Gun.
Yes.
And my family was all involved. We used to go there for parties, the socializing, and then from then on, after the Royal Air Force, he went on to Air Malta. So I still remember it was the time where Air Malta used to do amazing Christmas parties for the kids, welcome the kids for air shows. So the airport and the runway were my playground. I didn't used to play in there, but
quite
it was
a good playground.
Yes.
Big one's the best one.
I was always enchanted and enamored by the plane itself, the shape, the sound, the way it
The
flew.
view.
Yes, and back then, obviously, the ambition of someone wanting to go into aviation was of becoming a pilot. It perhaps still is, it has its allure, but now more opportunities have opened and there are different people working in all different levels in the aviation industry. But I wanted to become a pilot very badly. My father never treated us differently. We were 2 boys, 2 girls, so we all had the same exposure. He didn't close any doors to anyone. My other brother became an aircraft engineer, and I wanted to pursue being a pilot. I did my A-levels in maths and physics because in secondary school I was good in them, so that was a good sign. And unfortunately, as soon as I got my A-levels, it was the time where recruitment from Air Malta for pilots had stopped because they had reached their limit. So both went my career at that stage. I didn't pursue it privately back then because at the same time, when I was 18 years old, I started building up a career in theatre and drama, which I was also very good at. So I would say, now looking back, that I had the best of both worlds. I had the logical mind and I had the creative mind that has seen me through a very successful career doing what I do, but my passion of flying continued. And then when I was 30 and I was able to finance my private pilot's license, I went ahead and did it, and now I fly for a hobby.
Amazing. Question. Do you think women in aviation can do something different and bring another point of view to help the industry to become a little bit
More open, creative,
creative,
multi-dynamic.
and maybe soften some angles, because that's something
Yes.
we need sometimes.
The industry has been, and in some points still is, very male dominant. However, I am not disheartened. I have seen many successful women in the aviation industry. One of them is Anita Sangupta here with us. It's not easy to break that glass ceiling.
It's never easy.
No, it's never easy, but it's never easy in any other industry.
If you
And it
want.
has happened. I think this industry requires, not need, requires the presence of women in the team, because women can bring a multi-dynamic aspect which is very much needed. I often used to say that the aviation industry is very one-track minded, and we are living in times that it does not work anymore to be one-track minded. You need to open up, you need to bring in all different types of brains, all different types of capabilities, young, experienced, university students who are passionate about aviation, who are just 12 years old. Sometimes the more input you have from these different minds, I feel the more you can achieve a solid success for an industry. And the aviation industry certainly requires the presence
More
of women.
Anita, you told she's a very good example of, let's say, future development, sustainable development of the aviation. Do you think we need to go one way for sustainable aviation, or do we need to slowly accept all the technology development and let it be the natural way, and to let it develop a little bit soften?
Yes. Again, I believe in expanding our options. So possibly an organic and natural way could be the best. Time is against us, unfortunately. So we require all the human resources and all the different perspectives as we can. Sustainable fuel is not the only solution, and it's not the only way. So when there is discussion happening with just sustainable fuel, I try to say, yeah, but this is not it. What else can we do? We need education, we need awareness. There is the consumer that needs to be brought into the equation, because ultimately they are the ones flying, so they need to know and be responsible for their flight.
The way they fly.
There's the way they fly. There's all other ways that we can explore, like going paperless, consuming less on board, the materials which we use in aviation. So it's a whole new topic, and this is why I think that we need even not only new technologies, but new brains, new blood
New
into
approach.
the aviation industry.
But I guess we're living quite interesting time, and the future of aviation, I tell that often, but the future of aviation is already here. It's just a way to see what
Yes.
exactly is already here and to use it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Let's
you.
get ready.
Yes. Thank you.